At the moment that I hit the stage, I hear the universe calling my name.
Hi everybody, so I'm going to be doing the End of the World book tag by Liv from YouTube. I will put her channel down below. This is her original tag, she came up with it. Okay, so the first question is an earthquake. Earthquake separates the ground into multiple pieces. Some of these I don't own, some of them I do own, but they're up here put away and I can't get to them. So I'll be putting pictures up of everything. Just letting you know now. Okay, so multiple perspective is Area 51, an uncensored history of America's top secret military base. I give that a 5 out of 5. It was extremely good. I recommend it if you want to know anything about Area 51, what happened there, what is still happening there, who was there, and all of that. I recommend you guys getting it. Sorry if you see a glare too. Okay, question 2 is an asteroid. You can see an asteroid coming before it hits. What book did you see the plot twist coming away before hand? I'm going to say Dead Silence by S.J. Barnes. I did see the plot twist coming. I still gave it a 4. I thoroughly enjoyed it, even though I knew what the plot twist was. It was so good, though. I loved it. So, it was a really good sci-fi horror. I enjoyed it. It's about this crew who gets a signal in space, and they go to check it out and everything. So they end up finding this ship that was lost, they thought, a long ass time ago, and they go on there and some weird creepy stuff starts happening. People start hallucinating, people start seeing dead people. It's crazy. And they end up finding the crew's tapes and they watch them and see what happened to the crew. Alright, question 3 is an epidemic, a disease that everybody seems to be contracting. What book does everybody seem to be getting that you don't want? And I'm sorry for all you people out there, but I'm going to throw up a Colleen Hoover. I don't want to read Colleen Hoover. Everyone talks about her. She's so hyped. Her books do not seem like they would be my cup of tea. I watched Caleb read a lot of those, and from what he described of them, the incest in it, the complete just being brutal to women, the disrespect, everything, I'm not for it and I don't want to read it. Question 4 is a tsunami. Tsunami floods everything. What book flooded your thoughts and you couldn't get off of your mind? I do own this, but I don't know where it is currently, so I'm sorry, but I still will throw up a picture here. Is A Brief History of Time by the wonderful Stephen Hawking. Oh, I still think about it today. It's crazy. If you guys have never read it, I would recommend it. He goes in depth on all of his theories about God, aliens, black holes, all that. Like, if you guys are into stuff like that, read A Brief History in Time, because I'm pretty sure you'll love it. I loved it. It was amazing. I gave it a 5 out of 5. Every now and then I go back and I pick it up and read some of the parts that I love so much. So keep it in mind. Like, you guys should read it, in my opinion. Okay, and I'm reading the list because I wrote it down here so I can remember it. Number 5 is Nuclear War, the battle of battles between humans. Favorite human fight in a book. I'm going to say Good Morning Midnight. I do own it. Again, it's up here, put away. I can't get to it. Good Morning Midnight is so good. I'm putting a picture up here, as always. So good. So it's about something is like killing the earth and people are evacuating and going to their loved ones. There's a crew up in space that's trying to make it to Earth. They end up getting in contact with this physicist, and he's the only one who stayed at this station in Antarctica, and he's also dying, which is crazy in its own, but they're in contact with him, and they find out that the world is basically dying. There's 2 crew members that end up going back to Earth to their loved ones, and you don't hear nothing from them ever again. And there's 2 people left in space, and the girl who's left in space is pregnant by her captain. It's such a good book. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I recommend the movie too. The movie is on Netflix. It's good. The movie is called The Midnight Sky, I do believe. Alright, question 6. Alien Invasion. Best sci-fi novel. I know she couldn't pick her best sci-fi novel, but this tag is really old on her channel, but I was browsing her channel again and I found it. So I'm picking Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir, also up here. You guys know one of my favorite books. And the other one I'm picking is The Line of Mars. So freaking good. Oh, one is an adult sci-fi, one is a middle grade sci-fi. I recommend both of them. They are so good. So Project Hail Mary is about this scientist. He gets picked to go do some stuff, and he basically sacrifices himself to go into space to figure out if he can help Earth. And along the way, he comes into a whole bunch of complications. He wakes up and he's the only one alive. Stuff like that, you know? And Line of Mars is different countries cultivating Mars. And something happens down in Earth, and everyone who's up in Mars just split. And the countries don't talk to each other no more. They don't hang out with each other. They don't trade their goods anymore. The kids that you're following in this book, they are born and raised on Mars. And yeah, you get to go through their struggles and everything, and then you get to figure out what happened to the other colonies on Mars. And are they going to meet them? If they meet them, what's going to happen? That type of thing. 7 is Artificial Intelligence. Robots, computers, technology taking over the world. Favorite book you read on any sort of e-reader? I used the Libby app to read I Love You, Michael Collins. It was an ebook copy. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was super good. I loved it. 5 out of 5. Again, all of these are basically a 5 out of 5. It's about the guy who drove the space shuttle when Buzz Aldrin and the other guy was down on the moon. When they landed on the moon, he was up there orbiting the moon, flying the space station. So it's about this girl who writes letters to him. She continues to write letters even though the assignment is over, but she's just telling him about her life and how her life is and how it must be so amazing to be going into space and having this adventure, but it sucks that no one remembers him. They only remember Buzz Aldrin and the other guy. And then question 8, the final question, is End of the World movie. So it's basically pick a book, movie, adaptation you're looking forward to. Again, I said this is an old. In her video, she says pick a movie that has not yet been released, but this is a pretty old book tag. So I am actually going to pick, because I have it literally sitting right next to me, I am going to be picking The Martian by Andy Weir. I want to read this and I want to watch it. I have never watched the movie. The movie is old. I think it was out in 2000 and something. But yes, I'm going to be picking this. I cannot wait to read it, and I can't wait to watch it. It's going to be amazing. So that's the end of the book tag. I just tag all of you guys. I recommend whoever watches this tag to do the tag. I would like to see what your answers would be for the questions. Okay, this is the end of the video. I will talk to you, my friends, later. And remember, be safe out there. Okay, bye.
If I could begin to be half of what you think.